On a bucket elevator here on a boot section of main leg, and as you can see, we got some inspection doors open, and you have your pulley, you have your bucket elevator belt, and your cups. And basically we're checking to make sure our alignment of that belt is in the middle of that pulley. So, and you can do that by looking through these inspection doors to see where it's sitting. And there's also ones on the other side here. So, and as you can see from this side, our belt is over to one side, and we'll adjust that and getting that running closer to center. We also want to check our hazard monitoring, which is our RPM sensor, make sure it's all intact. This is basically your main safety on your bucket elevator to not create some major damage. This thing reacts to when the bottom pulley doesn't spin and lets your system know that your bucket elevator is not turning and is actually trying to burn the belt off. So we want to make sure that's intact. And then behind there, this guarding will have bearings. So, and we want to try and make sure we're greasing those and trying to identify if there's any issues going on with any bearings. We also have our take-ups, which are these guys. These will help us tension the belt accordingly, and we want to try and use those to even the belt out on that pulley so it's running center and having enough tension on the belt all the time so that it's not slipping. We have our boot pan, and as you can see, the crew has gone ahead of us and they've started cleaning this out, and they got all these hard chunks, and hard chunks are bad. They are what creates damage to the cups, and we want to try and clean that out on a regular basis. And up here we have our inspection doors for inspecting cups and the back side of our belt. These are nice simple doors, and if your company has a procedure that you can jog and they have one of these jog button options, you're able to jog this belt around and be able to inspect your belt, inspect your cups, and find your splice. Looking for smashed cups, missing and broken hardware, and seeing how much scale we have on the cups and stuff like that too. As you can go around, sometimes you can knock that off. Right now we're off to the one side still, but we'll adjust that. And then you can also kind of check tension here too. So right now, if you give that a good push, it's not too bad. It could be a little bit tighter. So here we are at the head section. So the same thing as in our boot pulley, we want to check our belt alignment to the head pulley. As you can see, it's over to the one side right now. We'll work on adjusting that. And same thing, we want to check your cups. Inside here, there's a back leg rubber that you want to make sure that it's in place so that keeps product moving forward and into the throat. Want to check your throat, make sure it's clear so product is flowing freely down the spout. And then of course you have head shaft and bearings to look at. You have a gearbox, check oil levels, make sure we got no oil leaks coming off of it. Coupler and a direct drive with the motor. So you want to make sure your motor's clean, your fan's in good condition, and that shroud will go back on here after. There's also this guy, which is your plug sensor. So if this thing stops flowing, the product gets backed up enough, it's a diaphragm plug sensor, and it'll activate and it'll shut the system down so it doesn't completely plug itself solid and cause some major issues.